welcome to my channel Economics Made Easy. Today's topic is going to be a very interesting topic, and it's about the economics of innovation. Now, why this economics of innovation comes into picture? If you have looked into the world history, every time when there has been a crisis, there's also been a solution coming out of the crisis. Starting from the World War or starting from the 1930 depression, every time there has been an innovation through which the mankind has been able to overcome this and come out with new ideas altogether. So, what is COVID 19 kept in store for us? Though it brought down our economy, it changed the way we started looking at the world, it created an uncertainty in our life, but it also has given a positive outlook. What is that positive outlook? The positive outlook lies in the area of augmented reality, virtual reality, and on the areas of digital communication. So, when I talk about the economics of innovation, I am also going to talk about the new sectors that are coming up in terms of business opportunity for us, and also the future development relies on the sector. One of the most important sector that is going to be highly innovated because of this crisis is healthcare. Now, going forward, we are going to have healthcare which is going to be remotely monitored. We are going to bring diagnostics remotely monitored. We are going to bring in augmented reality. We are going to bring in artificial intelligence and probably the business analytics in healthcare. This is going to be one sector where you can get your consultation done, where you can get your medicines and your diagnostics done staying right at home. So, COVID 19 has made this reality come true. Why? Because earlier we used to think, sitting here, how can I go and talk to a doctor? Will the doctor be able to understand me? Will the doctor be in a position to even know what I am suffering from? But with the current situation coming in, there is a lot of software, there are a lot of technologies that have been bought in, and a lot of venture capitalists have also started putting their money into this healthcare, virtual reality, and augmented reality so that they would be able to take this sector as the next emerging sector of the century. Similarly, when you start looking at telemedicine, you start looking at education, you start looking at logistics and supply chain. These are the sectors which are going to be into the new world in a different dimension altogether. There is going to be a high reliance on the areas of software, on the areas of artificial intelligence and virtual reality, which is going to change the dynamics of business altogether. So, the economics of innovation, as we were speaking about, it is the concept where you need to understand every time when a crisis comes in, there is a shift that is going to happen towards rightwards by the usage of technology. Because technology going forward is going to play a very important role in the economy, which is going to change the dimensions of business that you were doing. Now, it is going to come to a situation where people are going to start relying more on the technology part rather than on the human brain, which means to say that the manual labor, the manual thinking process is going to come down to an extent, and people are going to come to the world of virtual reality. Now, when the games like PUBG or games like the modern car racing and all those things that were invented, the ideology was to involve the customer into the game, involve the person into the game. Now, that was just a small idea that was started up by those gaming companies. Today, the same idea, the same technology has been made as a reality. Why? Because if you start thinking, now, when you want to involve yourself in the business, when you want people to start getting connected with you in the business, all you need to create is a digital platform. A digital platform through which people will be able to understand your ideas, a digital platform through which people will be able to share their opinions, raise the money, and start moving forward as an integrated world altogether. So, in the concept of economics, when we were talking about production, cost, revenue, and other factors, this is going to be a new ball game altogether. So going forward, the factors of production might slightly change. We are not going to talk about land, labor, and capital anymore. We are going to talk about a new term called as technology. So this is going to replace the labor, and this is going to be the new factor in economics that is going to change the dimensions of production altogether. So welcome to the new world of technology, and welcome to the new concept of economics altogether. Now, as I'm talking about technology, I also want to tell you that there's going to be another factor which is going to replace the capital. The capital, what we know in economics, is only money. But the capital that we are going to know in the coming forward years is that knowledge. So we are going to move away from the physical capital. We are going to move away from just the financial part and start getting into intellectual capital. So the land, labor, and capital is now going to get changed into virtual reality, technology, and knowledge intellectual. These are going to be the three factors that is going to dominate the entire world, and that is going to change the dimensions of business that you are going to do. So in any sector you are, it might be in journalism, it might be in teaching, or you are in healthcare, or you are working in manufacturing, you are working in financial services, be it in any domain you are, what is going to happen is that you need to upgrade your skills and you need to start thinking innovatively. What will be the technology? What are the softwares? What are the tools that I can learn? I can keep myself updated so that in the future I will be able to survive, sustain, and go forward altogether. So this concept of innovation, this concept of new technology building is the positive side of the COVID-19. So people are not just going to go back, sit down, relax and say that this is the end of the world. Rather, people are going to think, what is that we have got in store? So this is the right time for us. Please upgrade yourself with all the latest technology that you find it right and useful for your job. Because tomorrow's economy is going to be skill and technology oriented. It is not going to be anymore on theoretical knowledge. You might be a doctorate in your field, you might be a master's in whatever you have achieved, but what the job would expect from you is that do you have the technology to drive it and take it forward in this integrated digital platform that is going to come up. So my dear friends, I would just request all of you to have a serious look, to give a serious thought into the factors of technology and start upgrading yourself for the next future world that is going to come up. Thank you for joining me today on this wonderful video. Hope you liked my video. Please do subscribe to it. Let us share knowledge. Let's stay safe. Let's stay updated and let's keep learning together. Thank you once again and have a good day.